Hi friends, it's Suzanne here from sunstampin.com, a Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. This week I am doing a mini series concerning gift tags. So I'm featuring the stamp set Flurry of Wishes and Snowflake Sentiments. I'm starting off with some watercolor paper, some rock salt, a little bit of re-inker, a couple of paintbrushes, and some water. Now, I got my Arches paper here from Michael's, and I used my 50% off coupon, and I got this for half price. So it's gummed on on three sides, almost four sides. They call this a block. So this block of watercolor paper, which is super expensive, hence the reason why I needed my 50% off coupon, was decently affordable, and I'm able to put a lot of water on the watercolor paper. It's actually made of cotton. They call it, in the art world, they call it rag paper. Anyway, I saturated it with a lot of water, and then I added two different colors, Lemon Lime Twist and Tranquil Tide. And then I've sprinkled rock salt on it. And the outcome, once I've let that to dry, is this really funkily painted background. So I'm just removing the rock salt, and now I'm going in with this is like a palette knife, and just slicing off one page. And here I'm going to do it again, adding a lot of water, getting that paper quite wet. And then I'm going in with Sweet Sugar Plum and Berry Burst. So I'm going to have two colors of tags. And again, just really saturating that paper, getting it nicely covered. Sprinkling the rock salt on, and then letting it dry naturally. It does take a while. Once it's dry, I remove the salt, and I can actually just put this salt away and use it again. All right, so I've cut the pieces down to be 2 inches by 4 inches, I think. And then I'm just taking a ruler, and in that 1/2 inch square above, cutting off the edges to make a tag. And then I'm using that as a template to cut the rest. So they're all almost equal, but you can see how flat those papers are. And it's because I've used a gummed piece of watercolor. So I'm using my crocodile. It's not crocodile like the amphibian. It is crop as in cut, a dial, in case you wanted to look online for that, and punching a hole in the top. Now I'm using my Misty and the Snowflake Sentiments from Flurry of Wishes, inking that up with Versamark ink and stamping down. Now I have some white embossing powder here and sprinkling that on it, and then I will be heating them again from behind with my heat tool. And you can see I use a little ruler here. It's like a L-shaped ruler, and it allows me to have the tags in all the right places. Don't worry, Stampin' Up! Will be having their Stamparatus here shortly in February, and I will go over how you use that in another video when I get it. I'm so excited. It's on order. All right, so heating the white embossing powder from behind as usual, and getting that embossing powder nice and melty. All right, here comes the fun part, decorating. I'm putting in some rhinestones, big one in the middle, medium-sized one for the smaller snowflake. And then I'm just using some white, this is classic weave white ribbon, whisper white ribbon, and trimming off the excess on the ends. And then I will be putting white baker's twine around that. I like to cut a nice length and then tie a knot initially, a loose one, and then slip the ribbon in, tie it up, and then make a pretty bow. And the one thing that I can give you advice on bow tying, A, don't do it on video, and B, just make sure that you don't pull it too tight if you want to adjust the bow loops. Trimming off the excess and moving on. And these are the tags that I have now. Really prettily colored. I put the to and from the snowflake sentiments on the back. And there you go. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more tags.
Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf to visit my website, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.